Hi, guys. Happy Monday to everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome to Crystal Raven Tarot. Thank you so much for stopping in on my live. And thank you for your patience for a different time bracket. Some new things going on, trying to see if there are more people that can see in the evening time. So you guys let me know. I'm just trying to make it to where everybody gets a chance to see a live while it's live, right? Also, next week will be in the evening as well. If this doesn't work out, next week will be the same, just so everybody knows, because of previous things in the morning I need to do with my family. Okay, so at any rate, let's get started. This is the Monday energy check, and all signs, just trying to figure out what what's going on, what type of energies we're dealing with today. Well, hi from the UK. Hello. Thank you for joining me today. And yeah, it seems like an energy of not feeling too hard on ourselves. That's what I was picking up. I think there's like this really heavy energy of just trying to get so many things done. And that's what it feels like. Just, hey, Echo. Trying to get so many things done, trying to do, I guess, everything at once in a sense. And it almost feels like taking a breath and going, okay, I'm gonna be gentle with myself. That's how the energy feels. It's like rush, 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 rush. Wait a minute, and that's kind of the energy I'm getting. Hi, Jana. So today I am going to use the Spellcaster's Tarot. I'm going to clarify with the Under the Roses, and then I'm going to do Whispers of Love and Angels, Gods, and Goddesses. I will start with the angels, the Whispers of Love, and see what kind of emotional love type situations may be going on for those who are interested in that. And if you're interested in just a work situation, stick around, because there can be things in these cards that even have to do with work, okay? God says, oh my God, thank you for being here with me. Help me to get the collective reading. All right, guys. Hi, Pauline. Hi, Denise. Ravens Readers is here. Hi from Colorado. Hello. From Michigan. Hello. All right. All right, Spirit, give me some messages for the collective that's watching, please. What energies are going on right now for the collective watching? What energies is going on right now for the collective watching? One minute. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Bottom of the deck is Take a Chance on Love and I Love You. So what we got first was act as if your partner is here. 37 breaks to 10, which is an ending to brand new beginning. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you so that you can always consider them. And back to love number 3. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. I love that. I love that. Okay. So it has to do with going back to something that you love. And I think there's an energy of saying, act as if your partner is here. There is a energy of considering whether you're with a partner, a spouse, however that may be for you, or even work, going back to what you love, or act as if your partner's there. If you're trying to do a business partnership, and maybe there's some things that didn't go right with that and you're trying to make it right. If you're trying to make a relationship right, and trying to reevaluate what it is that you love and want in your life, it feels like there is a moment of spiritual insight on what it is that you're really wanting. Okay. Spirit, give me some messages for the collective watching, please. Messages for the collective watching, please. Hello, Alberta. One more time, guys. Messages for collective watching, please, Spirit. Okay. 8 of Wands, bottom of the deck. And yes, I am showing the bottom of the deck because okay. Nope, that does right. Okay, all right. I'm showing the bottom of the deck because I think it will help keep it going. I'll just put it that way. First, we got the Ace of Swords out. Okay, this is a lot of truth. 7 of Cups comes next, a lot of truth that is revealing the confusion, revealing all the options, revealing the emotional confusion, revealing where the emotional versus the intellectual space is, and balancing both of those out within. Some of this is even, I think, a truth that it's an energy of truth that you're telling yourself and or looking at yourself in a sense with all the confusion and trying to figure out really what you feel about anything in life. And that's what I feel like. Remember I said that it's like being too hard on ourselves and then being like, okay, give yourself a break a minute, take a break. That's how this feels. It feels like this is a lot of inner dialogue talk. This feels like this is a lot of inner, okay, well, maybe, I could have, said something different to that person in that heat of the moment. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, or whatever the case is. It's like going inward and seeing the things that are confusing. Okay. Now, by doing that, this Tower comes in with this 5 of Swords, and it feels like with this Tower, it's more of a Tower looking at a defensiveness energy, whether that's you or somebody you're dealing with. Breaking down the defensiveness. It's breaking down the defensiveness. That's right. Okay, so the truth is coming into this confusion, whether that is confusion you have, confusion somebody around you has, or confusion about the situation. Regardless, there is truth, and you're telling yourself what this stuff is, and then you're breaking down the Tower, the defensiveness. Okay, let's move on. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Annan. I hope I said that right. Clarify this Ace of Swords, please, Spirit. Ace of Swords. Okay. One's on the floor. All right. So we got the Owls with the 7 of Swords, with 12 breaking down to 3. The Dog, 18 breaking down to 9 with the 10 of Cups. The Whip with the Page of Pentacles and the number 11. And the Gentleman with the Ace of Cups and 28. 10 endings, beginnings, okay? So what this is telling me is that this truth, whether it is something you're hearing or it's something you're, intuitively inside speaking to yourself, realizing what you need, knowing that something that might have been a hard thing to deal with in life is something that is also dedicated. Like it is friendly, it is nice, it is something that is worth investing into, okay? And it revolves around an Ace of Cups energy, a love, okay? And intuitively going within with the 7 of Swords, knowing, there is some deceit, but that could even be mental, the Swords are all mental communication, right? And so with the 7 of Swords, that can just be your own confusion with yourself, Okay. It can be confusion with others. It can be lies coming out. It can be all the things that we say constantly, but it can also be your own inner dialogue for yourself. You know, maybe you're beating yourself up with your words and you're realizing that instead of being so horrible to yourself with the whip, that you need to be your friend, your own friend, and offer your own cup to yourself, you know, and be gentle with yourself. And that's how I feel. I feel like this is a gentle, it's not a gentle reminder. I was going to say gentle reminder. That's not it. It's not a gentle reminder, but there's gentle energy after the reminder, if that makes any sense. Okay. 7 of Cups. What's this confusion? Spirit, what is this confusion or these options? The clouds. Yeah. One moment, guys. Okay. We got out the mice with the clouds, which is confusion about mistakes, confusion about investing, confusion about what it is that you're wanting to move forward to. There's a lot of options, right? And I mean, the 7 of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles, that is somebody that is very sure that they want to build and they want to move forward and invest, not knowing where they want to, though. Okay. And this could definitely be you guys. Like, you've dealt with yourself, you've told yourself your own truth about maybe some of the defensiveness you have, and you've got to break down some of your walls, and you know, all these things, but then you're like, man, I'm just so confused about what I want to invest in, and I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to invest in something that's not going to be worthwhile, right? So it's just a collective read for the energy of today, okay? So just trying to figure out if you make a mistake with the confusion, okay? Then you've got the Anchor, the Grave, and the Lilies. The Anchor with the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and the King of Wands. So there is this wisdom that came from these burdens. There's this wisdom that came from this confusion. There's wisdom that came from knowing what to allow to stay, what to allow to drop off in your life, you know. There is a lot of joy and peace that comes after this time of confusion. And I feel that's where the not being so hard on ourselves is coming into play. Okay. It's that time of, okay, there's joy again. Okay. And going through all of this confusion, all of this not knowing which way is the right way, or if you're making a mistake, and really figuring out how to maneuver. It gives you joy at the end. Like it helps you build the integrity inside yourself. It helps build the integrity inside of yourself when your emotions are feeling one way, but you are intellectually able to stop and say, you know, hey, you know, I need to focus on this or focus on that. And you can control the emotional space within yourself and control the intellectual space within yourself, the masculine, feminine. And we say this a lot, but when you can actually do that, that is when those walls start to break down, because then it's, you love yourself, right? You really are okay with yourself, and it's not trying to get that from anyone else. So all this confusion, trying to figure out, you know, and there's a lot of that energy of, well, they did this or they did that, or, you know, I'm mad at so-and-so for this, and all this chaotic stuff that's been happening for what, months now. That's just the energy, right? This feels like stopping, the finger pointing in the tracks, stopping and saying, well, what did I play in this? What my triggers, my parts, you know, about my emotions that I didn't handle correctly, you know, that's that. I feel okay. What's this Tower, please? Communication, which we already got that, so that's a double confirmation. Sorry, guys. I had to smile. I needed some good, I needed a good card to jump out here, guys. I just did. It did. So I'm happy. Communication with the Six of Cups with the stars, guys. This is absolute seeing the sign. This is listening to spirit, honestly. And I know that sounds so repetitive, but honestly, this is really going within. This is somebody who took themselves out of a situation, saw every which way the situation could have gone, and made their decisions based off of what was best in the entirety instead of what, felt what needed to be done at the moment. It's actually what was supposed to be done. And this is somebody who followed those things and followed those signs and started dropping the defense and letting the communication be with love and be with understanding and be with a happier time. And when that communication comes in of a happier time, it does. It breaks down that tower, it breaks down those walls, all this fighting, all the stuff stops. And you know what? You go back to what you love, regardless of whatever it is that is been driving you crazy. And sometimes you have to go within yourself and find out that even yourself is not acting or making the best. I'll say it this way: you're not saying the best things to yourself, right? It's a negative energy space. You're coming out of that. Gorgeous. Your Six of Cups is a beautiful energy to be in. Some communication with something that just makes you dream again, makes you hope again. And it feels like home, it doesn't feel like being alone or like you're waiting for the shoe to drop. This really feels like you're home, and it's good. Okay. For the Five of Swords here, we got out the bouquet, which is the Queen of Wands energy. Okay. So this is joy. It matches the King over here with the King of Wands energy. Stopping the defensive energy, just stopping the defensive energy. And red roses mean love, and just being peace and joy and love in any situation that's coming around, instead of defensive or worried or stress or anxiety or trying to always figure out what somebody else is trying to figure out, right? Yeah. And the Sun, the truth. Just talking, just the truth. The Ace of Swords, which is the double confirmation of this Ace of Swords, you're beginning and ending with truth. And what that is it looks like you're the tree with the Seven of Cups, the confusion. Okay. Hi, love. Hi, Jesse. Hi, Pauline. Where was it? Okay, so going within and reflecting, figuring out how to love yourself with the Seven of Cups energy. And with going in and learning how to love yourself, you have to look at your mistakes at some point, because you have to forgive yourself of those things and be gentle with yourself. And realize with the Fox here, the Nine of Pentacles, that maybe there was some even manipulation, even cleverness. There's some skills. Maybe there's some skills you found out you even have that you're like, I didn't know I could, think like that, as far as like, I don't know how to explain that, but you know what I mean? Like trying to set up stuff for yourself. And then you're like, wait a minute. I don't want to do all that. I want to just look within and be healthy and happy. And then when you do that, and you got this Ten of Swords, okay, this Ten of Swords is like reading and writing and yeah, there's a lot of pain, but you learned. That's somebody that's passing down the information, passing down the knowledge that they just learned. You got the Ten of Wands here, and this is all about travel and money and new adventures and learning new things. And yeah, the emotion, look at all that water. It may be rocky and the ship's going back and forth and things may not seem exactly the way that you're thinking you want it to be right this minute. But give it time. Again, act as if your partner's here. Make decisions considering them, because one thing nobody wants to do is make decisions, whether this is in a partnership, a business partnership, a marriage, parent, child, whatever the case is. You don't want to jump into making decisions before you find out everything that's going on. And this is just acting as if everything's cool, making decisions so that if that does come back around, if that partner comes back around, that business opportunity comes back around, whatever it is that's coming back around for you, when that comes back around, you'll be ready for it. And that's what that is. You'll just be ready for it. And this could definitely be romantic. It doesn't have to be, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we got the Page of Swords with the sickle, cutting things off, right, that don't serve us anymore. And let me see. So far, we got Take a Chance on Love at the bottom of the deck. The Eight of Wands, communication about said love. Page of Swords, the communication factor, cutting off the stuff that doesn't fit anymore. The dead roses, right? The dead roses are being cut out because there are bright, brand new red ones that are waiting, right? So that's really what that is, cutting off the pain, cutting off the stuff that needs to be healed, feeling it, healing it, and then releasing it. And that's what this whole thing right here is for. It is absolutely to heal stuff so that we don't continue as people to bring the same things in to new work environments, to new situations, to new. Oh, Peter, thank you so much. So much. Sorry, my words didn't even come out right with that. No, not ever, Peter. That's all right. I get what you're saying, Peter. Thank you for the 100. I don't know what that comes out to, but thank you. So I do appreciate it, and I'm glad you're here. But yeah, guys, this is a whole energy of just looking within her, and forgiving yourself, forgiving others, and being done with the fighting. I feel like just being a release of the defensive and just being like, I'm just ready for the happy, and there's joy, and there's happiness, and there's communication, and the sun is shining, and there's Six of Cups, love, right? There's a good amount of great things. And it's just because you go in, you deal with your own things, and then you move on, right? Right. Okay. I'm going to use the angels, gods, and goddesses to see if there's any type of advice, okay? And I mean, I love this, guys. I love this. I think that sometimes, especially if I see these two cards next to each other with the fox and the tree, I can see sometimes that this is even deceiving yourself. And I think that, a tendency of doing that from time to time, not being able to be quiet enough to really go within. And this is definitely worth going within. The confusion that's happening with everybody right now there's definitely worth going in and seeing where other people have caused confusion versus where you yourself caused it, even for yourself, where you've caused your own confusion, okay? It's beautiful. I feel that making sure that there's love and light, kindness, forgiveness, able to move forward, even if the business partnership, the romantic partnership, whatever it is, you don't want to be in that anymore. There's boundaries. Everybody's learning boundaries. Don't have to be mean to them. Don't have to do anything to them, right? Just let them go. And a lot of people are angry right now because there's a lot of things happening. A lot of people are splitting up. There's a lot of things happening and people are mad. If everybody just know, you can't, number one, you can't make anybody do what you want them to do, right? I mean, you can't make somebody stay. And you can't make somebody grow or look at themselves or be honest or any of those things. You can't make anybody be what you want them to be for you. We can't. So we got to be our own best friends because we do tribe, our people around us, we have support. I think you all know you do have your support too. I know you guys have your support. You know, I mean, guys, we can't go through any of this without having support. And sometimes that is even support from the one person that you're like, because guess what? They're growing too. And you put the boundaries up and say, I am here for you, but I put myself and my feelings first, right? Yes, changes, that's fine. That's right, that's right. Well, hey, Peter, 15 is 15 and thank you. 15 is 15. I appreciate it. Hey, that's all right. It can look any way it wants to. Everything is about perception. Okay. So far, we've got the first card out was Angel of the Universe. You are being encouraged to expand your thinking. It's easy for anyone to only see what's really right in front of them. That Four of Cups energy, in a sense, like knowing there's different options, kind of seeing one that's right in front of you, or the complete opposite, not seeing any of them. Okay. And when that happens, the universe sometimes can step in and help you see the blessings it gave you, right? You know, there's a lot of things that come back around so that there could be healing. And I believe that knowing the universe is in this, because if you're doing that inner work and you're talking to yourself and you know your own parts in certain parts of things, right? Like as far as arguments, and you're apologizing, saying, man, I shouldn't have talked to you like that. I shouldn't have lost my temper like that. And you're looking within and going, man, I need to balance I need to get more aligned. If you're doing that, universe is helping you out like no other, because you're seeing it. You're not just pushing the blame on everyone else. You're looking at yourself too and going, okay, how can I be a better me? And when you do that, the universe says, cool, good. You're doing it. We're here for you. God steps in, takes care of things, because you showed the intention of wanting to be a better you, which is what this is all about. Why we learn lessons, right? So we can be better. We can help others, you know? Then we got God of reflection. The qualities you see in others are simply your own reflections. And we've seen a lot of reflection with the clouds and the tree and everything. This is going within. Knowing, even like if there's an overwhelming emotion of sorrow and missing someone, and be like, well, how can I do this now? Or how am I going to do this without them? Or whatever, right? Realize that you embody those characteristics you love so much in someone else. That's why you've drawn them to you. Yeah. And it's like my dear friend that's doing the Ravens Reader. She's great with computers. I'm not. I think I could get that way, right? Like I'm sure she could teach me, and I'm sure I can learn. I'm not an idiot, but I just never took the time to learn those things, right? It doesn't mean that you don't have it within you. It just means you're getting to know others, you're talking to people, you're going within, you're finding out what your truth is, what you believe about life, what you believe about, I don't know, your favorite color. It's all about going into what your own truth is. That's what this is. What's your truth? What is your truth? That's it. And I think that knowing you love yourself, you love others, you're taking time out to really evaluate what it is you're wanting. You're not making hasty decisions. It's good, guys. It's good. I love this energy. Even with the pain, even with feeling, sadness and some sorrow, right? You're persevering. And the reason you are, look, the God of the arts, the artist within you is about to emerge. That's why. Because feeling all this and being able to humble ourselves and say, wow, I went off, the handle on that person because, I took what they said wrong or whatever, and realized that it's just been the emotional stress inside. When that starts, you start looking at stuff, start humbling yourself a little bit, and then you start expressing the love to others and saying, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, or hey, can we talk? I don't want us to argue anymore or have this weird energy between us. When things start getting more smoothed out, doesn't mean your life has to change, doesn't mean you have to make big decisions, but when you calm things down and things start just being a little bit more level, the artist comes out. The arts come out because of the feelings, because of the emotions, because of the pain. That's, think about it, guys. You hear songs and see art and, all this stuff that's like so beautiful, or it touches you, or makes your soul get touched and you cry when you hear a song. It's because somebody went through that pain that you're feeling right now, right? It's the same thing. It's why you want to be artistic. Write, journal, write your story, write your book. Okay? This is all about taking your lesson. Again, if you are asking about a romantic partnership, act as if they are here with you now, make decisions, be the best self you can be, so that when they do show back up, if they do, or when the one that is supposed to be with you shows up, you are where you should be. Right? That's what we need to do. We got to be our own best friend. We are our own problems. We are our own best friend. And when we figure that out and we maneuver through that, guys, things open up. Things open up because you've handled you. You can't handle nobody else or handle any situation till you've handled yourself. And when you handle yourself, you're good. Bottom of the deck, Goddess of Justice. What seems an injustice is actually a blessing. Yes, Jess Belmont, it is. Thank you for saying that. And Goddess of Compassion, self-criticism is diminishing your sense of self-worth. I told you guys, loving yourself, bringing balance. Look at the two colors in that card. And then this Justice, that's all about balance. And then Angel of Prayer. Ask the universe and angels for help and guidance. Angel of Relaxation, Angel of Self-Expression. So, guys, good things are coming. It's coming because, look, at the sickle. It's coming because of the stuff that we know shouldn't be, even emotions. This could be stuff being held on to from, I don't know, years ago. And you're realizing, I don't want to operate in that energy anymore. I want to let that go. And you're just letting it go. You're realizing what you want. You're bringing that balance. You are riding the ship. You're riding the waves. I mean, it is not the easiest. But riding that wave, not making hasty decisions, and looking within before anything else happens brings you to where you're supposed to be so that you can move forward and look inward. Whether you go into a new relationship or new work environment, or you go back to what you love, if that's the case, you're different. And as long as you're different, then everybody around you will act different towards you. It's okay, Janie, it's gonna upload, okay? I will also recap here in just a minute, okay? But yes, guys, you're stepping into a place in life where there's gonna actually be relaxation. You're gonna feel good about yourself again. You're gonna be able to heal those things inside that you've held on to. That maybe this is why you and your best friend haven't talked in 2 years, and you're like, you know what? I don't want to operate in this energy anymore, man. Life is too short. I really care about people, and I don't want there to be a bad energy. So I want to go fix that, So it's just that kind of energy. Instead of being the defensive, being like, well, this. It's, can we talk? Can we discuss? Can we work things out? Can we figure out a common ground? And if there can't be that common ground, then you're dealing with yourself and you're dealing with what you yourself brought into that situation or how you handled the situation or whatever the case may be. That's you're dealing with that and you're looking inward. Okay. And when you do that and you balance yourself, that's all you can do. You can't balance somebody else or make them balance themselves. So when you do that for you and you have compassion for you and others, guys, compassion, that, I mean, everybody needs that. Regardless of who they are, everyone needs that. You know, they need to know that they're not completely shunned out, that they're not the most worthless person in the world. Love and light, and you can be done with it. But make sure that you are sending those love and light, okay? Okay. So let me recap, guys. So, acting as if your partner is here, making decisions so that you are the best you can be, from yesterday, from 10 minutes ago, from whenever. Just acting as if what you're wanting is coming to you, it's right here with you, and you're operating in that energy. That's faith, guys. That's what faith is. Operating in the energy that what you want is already here. Okay? And then back to what you love, going back to what you love, whatever that may be. And it can be stuff that you didn't remember you really like doing since you were like young. It could be poetry. It could be anything. Going back to things that help your soul feel good, you know, to where you can express yourself artistically in a good way, because the God of the arts is here. But I'll get to that in just a second. We've got some inner truth. Okay, some inner truth, talking about the cups to ourselves, trying to be our own friend, looking through all the things we've been through in life, and trying to be that friend for, you know, love and compassion and forgiveness, and even for yourself. Okay, you move into the Seven of Cups, understanding there was confusion, understanding that you didn't know where your emotions stood in a lot of things, and when you look at what that meant, it basically means you just had you were worried about what you need to invest in. You were worried about making a mistake and investing in the wrong thing. You realized that there's a lot of weight and burdens that needed to be done with. You're bringing joy and happiness and determination back into your life. Why? Because you went within and you saw where you even were deceiving yourself. You saw where you were even telling yourself, to roll out of your own dang confusion. You move into the Tower, which brings in communication with the stars, signs. You're seeing the signs from spirit, and the Ten of Swords. You see the pain. You're looking right at it, and it hurts. And that Tower is, bawling your eyes out, crying, mad, anger, feeling like you're all alone, just not happy. Okay, but going inward and looking at what you love, looking at what has caused you pain, and looking at how spirit wants you to handle those two things is exactly this Tower. Because once you realize how spirit wants you to handle it, you move in to dropping the defense and the bouquet, then it's 9 roses, and it's the truth, and it's, the end of stuff that doesn't smell good, and it's the beginning of something that does. And riding through all the burdens, everything, you're riding through it because you're going to get to the point where knowing your own truth inside and how you've even handled yourself, or how you've even handled some certain situations, helps you show compassion to others too, because you got to show it to yourself, because none of us are perfect and none of us act perfect 100% of the time. Some of us do say really mean things to other people when they've hurt us, but we got to still be kind, guys. Yes, that hurt. It's hard, and I am not bypassing that at all. I am not saying that doesn't make you actually really feel like you're dying on the inside. It does. So I'm not trying to sugarcoat that feeling. But that feeling of feeling like you're dying on the inside is what is going to bring you, instead of this really ugly truth that's burned in your soul, that's like, ouch, okay, maybe I am a little bit more judgmental than I thought. This is the Ace of Swords that's like, it's God's ace. It's like, it's okay. Here, eat some roses because you went through the trial, you went through the problems, and you didn't give up, and you did look within and how you could make it better versus just throwing your hands up and not doing anything. Okay. Then, whoa. Okay. These cards fell down. The bottom of the deck. The angels, gods, and goddesses that we got was the angel of the universe. Because you're doing the work, the universe stepped in and it's helping you to expand your thinking and to understand the bigger picture. God of reflections is here. Knowing that the qualities and the things that you're seeing in other people, or even the things that you may be upset with other people about, it's just a projection of yourself. And when you reflect in and you see, okay, am I upset? Why am I upset? And that you can actually fix some things within yourself and have compassion, and then have compassion for others. And then why are you wanting to go through all this? Or why is Spirit wanting you to go through all this and feel all this pain, and to just take you back to what you love, right? Like, it feels like there's like a big circle that just happened. Taking you back to yourself, taking you back to what you love, art, beauty, the beauty in the world, creativity, taking you back to what you love, something beautiful, not something that's bad memories and pain. And, we're supposed to let those things go. Why? Because it says so at the bottom of the deck. No. Sorry. Peter, no, that's not the time. That's not the reason. The reason is because my dad has his appointment with his surgeon, his heart surgeon, next week, and we decided maybe we do it later in the afternoon, see how this works out, honestly. And I have a kid, so I'm up early every morning. It has nothing to do with me sleeping in. So bottom of the deck is take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. And that's even loving ourselves. Take a chance on love. Love yourself. Stop being so mean to yourself. Stop talking so mean to yourself. I love you. These are very important words, guys. Love means I'm here for you. Love means I will help you if you need it. It doesn't mean I'm going to let you walk all over me. It doesn't mean I'm going to let you do whatever you want. It means I love you and care for you as a human, and I will help if I can. But I'm going to put my needs first too, because that's needed. You can't help anybody until you can help yourself. Peter, you're freaking hilarious. Eight of Wands came out, which is fast communication about what? The sickle, what you need to cut off, what you need to get out of your life, the old pains, the old, all that stuff, okay? All that. Why? Because Goddess of Justice is here. What seems an injustice is actually a blessing. So all the stuff that you could look back in your life and go, oh my God, why did all this stuff happen? Well, maybe it was so that this horror or huge artist inside you can come out and show those feelings that you were never able to show before. It could be that maybe there's all these feelings that you suppressed for years and years and years and years and years, and going through this helped them come out. Now you can make all kinds of art. Then we got Goddess of Compassion. Self-criticism is diminishing your sense of self-worth. We all do that to ourselves. It's bringing the balance within ourselves, even the compassion, sleeping in, and I'm like, no, because it's a trigger. I'm like, no, I'm a great mom, and I know Peter didn't mean that, but we do that with a lot of things in life right now, guys. Everybody's doing it. We're tender, we're raw, right? It's like we're having compassion with ourselves, having compassion with others. And so there's a lot of miscommunications happening right now, a lot. And it will be like till the end of March. So just remember that if you feel like you've had a miscommunication with somebody, just talk with them about it. You know, it's okay. Miscommunications happen all the time, right? It just does. And then, angel of prayer. Ask the universe and the angels for help and guidance. And I absolutely believe all of you guys have been doing that. I mean, I absolutely believe it. That's why this is actually able to come back around where you're able to take a chance on love again, whether that is in a business partnership, because no matter what, if you have an emotion, it doesn't have to be romantic, it can still be love. So taking a chance on that again after being hurt. And it seems like a lot of the collective is ready for love again and dropping the defense. So no, Peter, you're so funny. No, don't. No, you're great. And it's you're fine, Peter. Yeah. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this, and um, remember, be gentle with yourself. Reevaluate what you really love and what you want in your life, and have compassion and be fair and just. All right. Thank you guys again for being here with me today. If you have not hit the subscribe button, please do so now. Hit the notification bell too, so you'll be notified every time I load up a reading or when I go live. And yeah, don't worry about that, Peter. Seriously, again, miscommunication. In texting, it's like the whole sarcasm thing. It's hard to do it over text. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys next Monday